Hey y'all, today I'm going to be showing you guys my clay wash day routine. I love this routine and try to do it at least every other month. So real quick, let's talk about the benefits of clay. First and foremost, what exactly is clay? Basically, these are masks that look and feel like mud, and they're made of natural minerals. Popular ones are, of course, the bentonite, and then there's razul, and then there's kaolin, and these are actually in powder form before you mix them up, and then they become like this muddy consistency. So I know there's a lot of videos on actual clay routines, but not a lot on how they exactly works. So when you mix the minerals with the water to make the clay mask, it creates a negative charge like a magnet. And dirt, buildup, and chemicals get pulled to the clay, and then they wash away with the clay when you rinse it out. So this is why they're good for clarifying. Now people will mix them with oils and things like apple cider vinegar or things like rose water and other concoctions to help leave the hair moisturized and to also close the cuticle back up so your hair does not get tangled. And these are not only for hair, you can use them for your face and body too, but today we're talking about hair. So now that we know what they do and why we use them, let's go ahead and hop right into the routine. So I normally hop right into the clay and use a spray bottle to dampen my hair and apply the clay, and I just do some light finger detangling. But I'm obsessed with African Pride's Moisture Miracle Pre-Poo, and it takes no time for me to detangle when I use it. So I'm starting off this particular routine with pre-pooing and detangling. And I would recommend this for people whose hair is already like super dry and tangled. Otherwise, you can skip this step. Then I went through and kind of towel blotted my hair dry because I don't want it to be all watery. Clay is pretty messy and I didn't want to dilute it with a bunch of excess water on my hair, so I did towel blot dry my hair. So I am using SOULTANICALS CURL DETOX, which is only online and normally sold out online. This is a black owned company, and when I do find it online, I go ahead and order just 2 to 4 at a time when I catch it, because this is really hard to catch, but it's so worth it. And towards the end of this video, I actually started running out of my SOULTANICALS Clay Detox. So I use FORTIFY'D NATURAL'S razul clay powder, mix it with ACV and avocado oil, honey, and water. And that is also a black owned business. And yeah, normally I just use the SOULTANICALS one because I'm a lazy natural. It already takes me a process to do my hair. I don't feel like mixing up something and waiting for it to set. But if you guys want to see me do my own DIY blend, just let me know in the comments and I might do it for y'all. But anyway, for those of y'all who have done them, drop your ingredient mix in the description box so people can kind of see what y'all are out here doing in these streets. So yeah, I just go through and apply it in like small or like medium size sections. There's no real trick to it. You just want to make sure that you completely saturate your hair with the clay. Make sure every single strand gets coated. If you skipped the pre-poo section, do some quick and light finger detangling. Once the clay starts to get kind of stiff on you, do not keep finger detangling because your hair's gonna get hard and it's just not gonna be worth it. Otherwise, just wait until after you rinse it and you drop your conditioner on it. So when to use it and who should use it. So if you're one of the people who do not like using clarifying shampoos, this is for you. When it's time to clarify, you'll know it's time to clarify. This is for like when your curls start getting a little dried out, moisture is just not absorbing, you're getting a lot of flaking, your curls are limp. Yeah, this is for you. If you have like heat or bleach damaged hair, this is also for you because, again, like I said, some of the clay mixes are strengthenings, like the kaolin clay, that is a strengthening one. If your hair is just not giving you what it normally gives you, this is what I like to call a natural hair reset. You can just go through, drop this clay, and do a whole reset. It pulls everything out, and you're starting with a blank slate. I would personally recommend doing this monthly if you do not have colored hair. If you do have hair that is colored, especially like reds, blues, purple, like fashion shades, then you definitely want to do this as least as possible, because it is going to fade your color pretty fast. Otherwise, for a normal routine, if it wasn't for color, I would probably do this once a month. Or if you're in like a constant state of dryness, like your hair is just always dry, you're in the middle of trying to get your hair to a balanced state, I would recommend doing this every other week until your hair balances out, and then pull back. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to overdo anything. You don't want to overdo deep conditioning. You don't want to overdo protein treatments. You don't want to over shampoo. So I know it'll make your hair feel really good, but do not overdo this, because too much of anything can be bad for your hair. Now, if you feel like you just need to do this often, like you go through and you reset, your hair feels good, and then like maybe 2 weeks later it feels like way down again, you may want to reevaluate the products you're using. They could be too heavy or causing buildup or just blocking out moisture because they're too concentrated for you. So again, if you feel like you need to do it because it just makes your hair feel so good, reevaluate what you're doing on your hair, because something is just clearly not agreeing. So like I said, for me personally, I do this every other month or every 3 months because my color. Just be careful and don't overdo it. So after fully saturating my hair, I will put a shower cap on, sit under the dryer, and let it kind of sit and let my cuticles open up and get it absorbed for about 30 minutes. Then I will take the shower cap off and either sit under the dryer more so it can hurry up and dry, or I will just let it air dry. You just want to make sure that your hair gets stiff, because that's where that magnet effect is coming in. As it's drying and getting stiff, it's pulling those toxins out of your hair. But anyway, this is after I rinse my hair, and you guys can see my curls just look a little better. I'm still transitioning out some of the damage, and I will still be growing this color out. Another thing before I move on is to make sure that you thoroughly rinse this stuff off your hair. I know there's a little bit on my neck, but make sure you thoroughly rinse this off your hair. You do not want to leave any of this, and it takes a little time for this to rinse all the way off. And you guys can use warm or not hot, but just warmer water to rinse it all off and make sure it's all off. So next up, I'm applying a leave-in protein treatment. My hair is color damaged. If you're new to my channel, I'm in the middle of transitioning this color out of my hair, and you guys can check out my hair chop video to see how all this went down. But this is my HASK Placenta Leave-In. I have an entire video on that as well. You guys can go check my channel for that. And after I spray on this HASK Placenta protein treatment, I go through with my Myelle Organics Rosemary Mint Scalp Oil. And yes, I'm still using both of these every wash day, even if I don't post and you guys don't see it. I am using this stuff every single wash day to grow this color out quickly. And I feel like my hair is growing super fast, so I'm definitely rocking with this stuff. So after applying the protein treatment leave-in and the scalp oil, I'm now using the TRELUXE Untitled Leave-In Conditioner, which I am in desperate need of restocking because I've been using the heck out of this since lockdown. And let me rewind back. After rinsing out the clay mask, I normally go ahead and do a deep conditioner with protein in it. So something that's moisture rich but protein rich. And the deep conditioners I normally use after that, after I do the clay rinses, are Myelle's Babassu Deep Conditioner or SOULTANICAL's Afro-Tastic Curl Elastic. But I did not do that today. And the reason being is because I've been using this TRELUXE leave-in conditioner as a 2-in-1. I've been deep conditioning with it, as well as I will deep condition with it, as in I will literally sit under the dryer with a shower cap on as if it's a deep conditioner, but I do not rinse it out. And I'm going to advise y'all not to do this. This is the only leave-in conditioner that I felt is just as powerful as a deep conditioner with the lasting effects as a leave-in. So that's why I did it. But y'all go ahead and use a deep conditioner if you have not felt something that was this powerful. But this product like really agrees with my hair. So for the purposes of saving time, I use this as my deep conditioner and my leave-in. But again, if you have not felt anything like this powerful or this great on your hair, don't do it. Just go ahead and jump right into a protein rich leave-in conditioner. So I go through and do this trio all over my head, which is basically my protein, my scalp oil, and my leave-in conditioner. And afterwards, I use the FORTIFY'D Natural's Intense Hydration Potion as my moisturizer. And I don't know what happened to that footage, y'all, but I did go through and put an actual moisturizer on my hair before I moved on to styling. So just to recap, today I pre-pooed, then I did my clay rinse. That was my cleanser and my reset. Then I went through and applied protein. I treated my scalp. I did my leave-in. Then I did my moisturizer, and that was me like going through and actually cleaning and moisturizing my hair. And now I'm moving on to styling. Feel free to skip the pre-poo step if you feel like you can go through and detangle your hair with the actual clay on it. And again, you can skip the 2 leave-ins I use and just use a deep conditioner and then jump straight to applying your leave-in and then a moisturizer. Just make sure you modify your routine for your hair's need. Like you guys heard me say, I modified my normal routine to accommodate what's going on with me transitioning out my color. So anyway, as you guys can see, I am doing a rod set and I'm using Cream of Nature's Coconut Milk Foaming Mousse. And I made a statement that people wouldn't like these small rods all over. And that's why I started only using them on my ends. Then someone sent me a picture of her results with white rods and it was real cute. So I decided to try it, and I'm gonna just say in advance, I was wrong. But wait till y'all see these results at the end. But I was definitely wrong. I was thinking that this was not gonna be cute. These were gonna be like some tight granny curls. But y'all, just wait for the results. So for this method, I call this like the corkscrew or like the coil method. Check out the perm rod video on my channel. I do have a tutorial on this, and I will go ahead and link the iCard here. And after I finish rodding, I sit under the dryer for about 45 minutes, then air dry the rest of the way. And this is the next day. And y'all can check out a tutorial on how I rod and separate and fluff as well. I have a detailed video on separating hair and fluffing for the volume that I get. But I'm tired of talking, so let's sit back and just enjoy some tunes and watch me fluff. And these curls are so bomb. I was so wrong about using smaller rods. I'm actually going to go smaller later and use the narrower blue rods to see what kind of curls I get. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit subscribe because I'm going to get you and your hair right. And for everyone new and old, make sure those notification bells are cut on. And I'll see y'all in the comments. Bye.